person for right now. Y'all come get me.
Yes, sir.
So,
I'll be coming to get you next year,
that's
sir.
Yeah, y'all come on.
Hey,
I'm looking for it.
I
Right
still
now, the belt is in the boogie, baby.
I still like your Tua Hill connection. I wish I could have got the Dak and CD Lamb thing. If I'd have thought about that at the beginning, I wish I could have put that together. I'd have been right there with you.
Hell yeah! Considering how they have closed the show,
right?
That's like amazing.
I'd have been right up there with y'all.
The only thing that allowed me to pull that particular strategy off was I constantly, even when you listen to the quote unquote analysts and experts on the radio, how could you possibly rank a receiver as, let's say, a top 5 receiver, but then you drop a quarterback way down?
Right.
Who's throwing this individual the ball?
Right,
so
exactly.
If Tyreek is going to be one of them top 3 receivers in every league I was in, Tyreek was one of the top 3 receivers.
Right.
You're not going to trust the man that throws him the ball. So the reason that strategy was easy for me to figure out was because I know that when they make the run on quarterbacks, Tua was not going to be one of them. And it held true everywhere I played. It was Hurts, Lamar Jackson, Josh Allen.
Yeah. The
Joe
runners,
Burrow.
the passers, and the runners.
Correct.
I tried that, actually. I did have that strategy because I had Aaron Rodgers and Garrett Wilson. That was going to be my 1-2. So I had the idea. I just had the wrong 2.
And I think that would have been a good one because I doubt if people were going to go out of their way to get Aaron Rodgers. That's
exactly.
Somebody you probably could have picked up in the 9th, 10th round.
Right. Man. I did get him late. But unfortunately for me, he got hurt on the first game of the season, and that killed me right there.
Yeah. Yes.
So I was on that same line.
There's a lot of combinations. People. And I'm sorry when I was
go ahead.
Mahomes. Of course. I know a lot of people tried Mahomes, Kelsey. They didn't have a great year.
No.
Kansas City is struggling this year.
Yeah.
I think Hurts, A.J. Brown would have been an amazing stack. But like you said, if somebody would have been rocking with like Dak and CD this year,
exactly.
That would have been pretty tough to stop.
Look,
and I'm still hoping, even though the fantasy season is over, shout out to Mocha. She loved her Miami, and shout out to the 305.
Yeah.
I really hope Tyreek breaks the receiving record because what a wonderful season he's having.
Yeah, he is.
And I'd like to see him break that uncharted territory of a 2,000-yard receiver.
Yeah,
and
that would be nice.
It'd be nice to be alive and for all of us to be able to say that we saw it. It's one of those things you share with your kids or something. They'd be like, hey, you'd be like, nah, I see that young man do that.
Hey, if they had been feeding CD early in the season, he'd have been right up there with Tyreek Hill. Because what he done since like week 6 has been incredible.
Well, I think you take guys like CD, and when you constantly underestimate them, all you do is make the chip on their shoulder that much bigger.
Right.
All the conversation around the number 1 receivers in the league is always either Tyreek, Jamar Chase, or Justin Jefferson.
Right. Mm-hmm.
And I think and I think when CD hears that, he's like, oh, okay, y'all want to constantly talk about everybody, but y'all not going to talk about CD Lamb? Okay.
Right.
I believe it's the same reason Michael Irvin got tired always hearing about Jerry Rice and it's like, okay, y'all don't want to talk about Michael Irvin, not a problem.
That fuels you. That fuels those guys when they hear all that talk, and they know they're as good as they are.
Sure.
So yeah.
When you can find those players, and then there's people that luck up and get the sleepers. The champ in my other league. Drafted Puka Nacua.
Right, yeah.
And we were like, oh,
didn't understand it, yeah.
He said, man, the kid got potential, and he kept saying, if anything happens to Cup, this kid is going to be a beast. And we were like, yeah, okay.
Right.
Well, he shut us up. By the end of the third week, everybody was like, oh, my God, what is he doing this for? And he really tried the zero RB strategy. He didn't even draft his first running back, I don't think, till the 5th round. And he got all the people we wish we had. He had Kyron Williams, Josh Jacobs, and, so, I mean, he literally, once he got hot, he beat the brakes off of everybody. So
there was a guy in my big money league. He's a Cowboy fan, too. He actually drafted Dak and CD, and he lost 2 games. In the regular season, he only lost 1 game, and unfortunately, he lost in the semifinal. He didn't make it to the championship game. He got beat in the semifinal, and that was the day I think Dak didn't play as well. He had a decent game, but he wasn't putting up the same numbers. Him and CD didn't put up the same number they had been putting up, and it ended up costing him. But he ended up finishing 3rd. he did
You can't start the season trying to figure out certain matchups. I mean, I do know people who do research like all that kind of deeply. They're like, oh, I want to see, if I draft a Cowboys receiver, let me look at the Cowboys schedule. Yeah, this time of year they playing some tough defenses. I mean, it takes a lot if you're going to get that deep. But I mean, if I'm a professional analyst and these guys are in leagues where it's $5,000 a pop, $1,500 a pop. If I'm going to put up that kind of money, I'm going to do a lot of research.
You do. Yeah, you got to. But if you got a top receiver, it don't even matter what defense they're going against. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody can really cover Justin Jefferson. He can get his pretty much every game. It just depends on who he got throwing on the ball.
Right.
Him and Kirk Cousins had that report.
Where you kind of fall back like, maybe this ain't going to be the week, but it's not going to be enough for you to put him on the bench.
No, his bad week is better than a lot of players' good week. You know what I mean?
Right. It's like you take a team, most people would joke about the Jets, but the Jets' defense is absolutely ridiculous.
Yeah.
And even a team like the Washington
Commanders,
I like them. Yeah. I watched them early in the year. I went to 2 Philly games. I went to a couple of football games, but I saw Washington play Philly, in Philly, and they took them all the way down to the wire.
Yeah, their defense is
and I looked at even that Washington-Miami game where that kid, was it Washington? Do they have that corner, Chris Rodriguez? Is that the kid that shut down Tyreek one-on-one? He did a great job.
For Washington?
I think it's Washington. He's a cornerback. He's a rookie kid. His name is Chris Rodriguez. Oh, well, was that Dallas?
No, they had a nice. Washington did have a nice rookie corner over there.
Yeah, I think it was Chris Rodriguez, and they put him one-on-one with Tyreek, and he shut him down. And I was like, damn, that's a hell of an accomplishment.
Right.
Tyreek is hard to guard, and you're gonna put him out there on the island one-on-one. But I think that would throw off an offensive game plan because you just don't expect them to be bold enough to say, we're going to cover Tyreek one-on-one. Now, they would expect that from the Jets with Sauce and that other kid because they're both capable of guarding one-on-one. But you would plan for that. You'd be like, all right, they're going to guard Tyreek one-on-one. Let's throw to somebody else to pull them off, and then we'll go to him later. So, you got to work around that. But as a manager, you got to watch some of those matchups. But there's some, sometimes when your team is too good, you spend too much time guessing. I'd rather have a team where I got bona fide starters and some backup players in case a starter gets hurt. I said, well, I'll play this guy. I may not want to, but I will.
Yeah.
But I hate having I got a Waddle and a Devontae Smith.
Right. And you got to look at matchups or whatever.
You can't pick between them two every 5 minutes because more often than not, you're going to guess wrong.
The wrong one, yeah.
And then what happens is you say, all right, you know what? I'm going to sit Waddle this game.
Right.
He go off.
Right.
Now, if he go off, next game, mentally, you're going to be like, well, I'm going to put his ass in.
Exactly.
And he don't do nothing.
The opposite.
Now you like, oh, come on. Now I'm going to say, perfect example, Gabriel Davis.
Right. I told you about him. I had to drop him. He confused me so much, I had to drop him.
In the league. I hate that dude because every time I play him, he don't do nothing. Every time I sit him down, he dropped 20. He dropped 30. He scored a touchdown.
That's the reason I dropped him.
Put him back in, and now he scored 3.
He was confusing me so much, 12. I just got pissed and just dropped him. I said, I ain't even going to deal with it no more. That's how you end up picking him up, because I got tired of him, man.
And I refused to drop him because I said, you know what? Someone else will take a chance to pick him up, play him against me, and he'll drop 30 points, and I'll make it again. Head for the nearest window and jump. So out of spite, I just sat him on the bench and left him there.
I couldn't afford to deal with that no more. He was costing me games too, man.
Yeah.
He would score to 0 at the worst.
You get a game where you lost by 5 or 6 points. You said,
right.
All I needed from this dude was a couple of catches.
Right. And he should have been with 0.
Touchdown. Give me 2 catches for 30 yards,
right.
and I'll win this matchup.
Exactly.
Yeah.
He was frustrating me all year, man. I had to drop him.
I just want to once again say thank you to everybody, and what an absolute great season it was. And I hate this time of year because I really enjoy fantasy football.
Yeah.
It changes the way you watch the game. It's not just about rooting for your team, but it's looking at every game and seeing what stake you have in that game. And I'll just root for that my Vikings can win down the stretch. Try to backdoor their way into the playoffs, and at that point, anything can happen.
Well, they don't want to do that because if they do, they have to come to Dallas, and we'll mollywop their ass. So you don't want them to backdoor their way into the playoff.
Here we go. Once again, the Dallas drugs is out there. Let me get you all some Narcan.
You don't want them to come to Dallas, man. It'll be a wasted trip for them. Hey, 12. Hey, it was good talking to you, brother, man. Congratulations once again on your championship, man. You was a great competitor. I look forward to seeing you next year, man. And
I'll be here.
Everybody's listening, man. Everybody that participated, appreciate y'all. It's been an awesome season, man. Looking forward to next year. All right, brother, you get home safely, man.
I appreciate it. I most certainly will. I'm almost there. And just remember, the Bronx, baby. BX. The belt is in the boogie. Come and get it.
Hey, don't forget to text me that address. Let me send you this trophy. It got your logo on it.
All right, you got it. 10-4. Thank you very much. Thank you, everybody. Brother. Y'all get home safe. And Happy New Year, everybody.
Happy New Year to you, my man.
Same to you, bro. Peace.
All right. That was the Bronx Beast, baby. Fantasy football focus first. Champion. That was a great little conversation. I appreciated that. Hope y'all enjoyed it. Awesome ending to a great season, man. That was an awesome ending to a great season. Hope y'all enjoyed that interview with the champ. I just want to say to everybody, man, I appreciate y'all. Thanks for supporting the show. And thanks for everybody that competed in the league. Sorry, man, we had to come to an end. This thing is over until next season. I love y'all. Y'all have a great new year. And until next year, man, y'all take care of yourself. Stay healthy. I love y'all. I'm out of here the next season. Appreciate a great year, y'all. Let's go.
DJ Khaled, we the best season as return. Cause I'm out here grinding. I do this for the streets, the runners. Cause I'm out here grinding. I'ma be me. Stay hood, stay raised in the streets. Niggas talk about greatness whenever they speak about me. Cause I'm out here grinding. I ain't splitting nothing with nobody, homie. I gotta get me. Cause I'm out here grinding. I ain't slipping 8 days. I can go for 8 weeks. Ain't nothing to me. Cause I am the street.
Put my life on the line. Put them like we divine.
I'm on top of the game, fuck if you like it or not. That's how I get it free. Strawberry sushi sweet. You be dealing with H when you dealing with G.